Keep it real. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Today I'm a little bit less emotionally involved because we talked to a player that I personally know. But since I don't train, but since I think emotions are the fuel of life, I brought in somebody who trains her for 9 years, a personal trainer. I am very curious. Because I see your connections, like the connection that I have with players that I train for a long, long time, and I'm very fascinated by that. Mike, head trainer, Jaboca. Tianna, how long you've been training with Mike?
8-9 years.
8-9 years.
Since I was 10 years old, I'm for sure.
10 years old, okay. What do you remember, Mike, the first time you saw her? The first time that she came in?
Real dark, a little bit chubs, had style at a young age, and never complained.
Great. What do you remember about the first time you stepped in at Jaboca?
I don't know. I was little, so I was just training.
Everything about the environment, you know.
I was just training because my sister and my brother were here. So, but about Mike, I'm gonna cry.
It's good, it's good. Thank you.
He's played a really important role in my life.
Okay. Okay. Ready to warm up? Name.
Tianna.
Favorite number.
10.
Favorite sport.
Soccer.
Second favorite sport.
Basketball.
Favorite activity outside of soccer. Could be singing, drawing, whatever.
Probably snowboarding.
Snowboarding. Favorite player. Soccer.
Messi.
That's right.
Or Ronaldo.
Okay. Name 3 famous professional clubs.
Manchester.
Which one? Or 2?
United,
Okay.
Manchester City, Barca.
Okay, 3 it's enough. Name 3 famous professional Italian clubs.
Italian clubs?
Oh, come
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know Italian clubs.
on. Okay, I'll take it. Name 3 famous professional players.
Okay, Ronaldo, Messi, Suarez.
Okay. Favorite school subject.
Math.
Oh, that took too long. Math, okay. Favorite music genre.
Hip hop, R&B, rap.
Do you speak any other language than English?
Cambodian.
Do you know any Italian words?
Italian words? No.
Would you like me to teach you an Italian word?
Sure.
What word would you like to learn?
Hi.
Hi. Ciao.
Ciao?
Perfect.
Oh, I've heard about
You warmed up?
Yeah.
Okay, Tianna. Why do you play soccer? Football?
My parents put me in it when I was 4 years old.
Okay, so they decide, or you were trying different sports and you just end up there, or you asked for soccer?
I didn't really. Well, they asked me and they were like, "How do you feel about playing soccer?" And I was like, "Yeah," because my older brother and sister were playing soccer, and I wanted to be like them,
Okay.
and so I just started there.
So what age did you start? 4, you said, right?
Yeah, 4.
What position do you play?
Midfield, a 6.
What's your favorite position to play?
Midfield.
Midfield, so
Yeah.
that's your favorite, that's beautiful. When you
Yeah.
play your favorite position, that's when you really can have fun, huh?
Yeah.
What's the most exciting thing of a game for you?
For me, it would be long balls to the flanks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
kind of through balls.
Yeah.
Okay. How much winning influenced your mind, your feeling about your own performance? So let's say you're having a great performance, but your team is losing, or vice versa, you're having a very poor performance, but your team is winning. How much one influenced the other aspect?
So if my team won, but I had a poor performance, I would mentally just get down on myself, but not really. I would push myself to be better for my team individually.
So it's fuel to
Yeah.
get better.
Yeah.
What about the opposite?
What is it? Losing and playing well. I would feel good about myself, but as a team, I would push my team. Like, come on, we need to work on this. We need to work on that.
Perfect. So you become kind of a leader.
Yeah.
I'm asking that because when I got a little older, I start feeling really good about my performances, even if the team was losing.
Yeah.
It's like everything gets to a different level.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated during those days that you really don't feel to train? You don't want to train.
I just think about how long I've been training and what I did to get where I am, and I don't want to give it up.
Yeah, that's good. Mike, how do you help her? Of course, in 9 years, there are some days that you realize she's struggling mentally or even physically. What do you do to help her?
You encourage that. She's still young. She's still got time to do what she wants to do, but when it's she comes in, it's go time.
Yeah.
So you just try to be there for her at even the times that she doesn't want to be there, and just try to push her. Push that mental state. We've all been there. Don't want to be here, but then when you get it done, you feel great.
It's even more.
Yeah, you feel great.
One of my old coaches, one of my first coaches, used to say you really train when you don't want to train. Like when you're super tired, that's when the real training starts. Before you're just everybody's good when they're fresh and motivated. How good you are is defined by how much you train when you don't want to train.
So you kind of understand what they go through too, as they're young. They want to do all the stuff that other kids are doing. And being at this age and coming in, after school and then, and training and then soccer practice and homework, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to back her up with that. Even in the days that she missed, it's okay. It's all right. There's always next day. And if that next day you come, just know that we're gonna train harder.
Yeah. I attached to that. How hard? Because it was hard for me. It was hard for everybody who does this. How hard it was in those days that you just want to be one of your friends of your age, and you really can't because you have practice, you have training, you have to travel to your team, and later you've been traveling.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
You have to be self-disciplined, and you have to put your priorities first.
Yeah. How much you are a student of the game, or you're just a player of the game? There are those players that whatever you tell them, whatever the coach tells them, they just do it. They don't want to know why, when, they just do it. But there's some players, they actually want to know exactly what happened in the game. Or which one you are?
I think I'm a student of the game, but as of right now, I'm not in a team environment, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
And when I was in Arizona, we didn't really play soccer, I guess. We just did fitness.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have much.
So I couldn't really get some soccer side of the game from my coaches and see how they view the game. So learn from them.
You like to speak about the game, like to speak about football?
Yeah.
Just talk about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Because with Mike, we talk all the time. It's not just about, Mike's dads, we just go over.
That's it, all day soccer.
Yeah. Tianna, what's your last thought before a game? Now it's why you're not playing. Try to remember that. Try to get back into those games. They're very important. What's your last thought? Where your head goes?
I think my last thought is thinking about the game that I'm playing. Yeah.
Total focus.
Yeah.
Do you have any lucky rituals? Any secret rituals?
That
you can keep them for yourself if you want.
I think my tattoos give me luck.
Okay.
So that's what. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I've had them for like 2 years. So.
Wait, and before that?
Huh?
And before that? Before
that, no.
No, particular.
No.
How do you find focus in the game? What's your routine getting closer? I mean, you don't wake up or maybe you do wake up and you're ready the day of the game. You think about the game and that's it. Some players they get closer and they're more focused, and far from the game they just think about anything else.
Yeah. Well, I get prepared the night before the game.
The night before.
Yeah. So I lay out all my uniforms. I bring all my uniforms, and then I have a good dinner and a good breakfast, and that's how I get prepared.
How you help her, Mike? When you know, for example, she had a very important game in the weekend, and the last training that she had with you, do you tackle that game or just let her be and try to distract her and try to get her mind off the game?
No, I try to tell her the vision, what she's gonna do in the game. You gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta know, good passing, shots, be a leader on and off the field.
Yes, tell me that.
Just try to tell her to vision it. If she can vision it and feel it, it'll happen.
It's like she's already practicing in her mind for what is going to happen.
Exactly.
How much soccer, in your vision, is an individual sport within the team sport? As you get older, especially your level, the individual development is a huge component of the team development. It's not about team. The nationals pick one player, the college pick one player, they don't pick the whole team. So it's a lot of individual. How much is that for you?
What do you mean how much?
How much it grew that idea that if I do something more, if I put something more, if my mind is stronger, I'm going to stand out and develop personally as a player and stand out from my team.
Are you saying how does that affect me?
When if you found out that was true, and how did you manage that? Like you enhance that, you figure out, okay, if I do something
gives me fuel.
more.
Yeah, it gives me fuel.
Like the moment you figure out, okay, if I do more, I'm just going to be better than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I just keep doing more.
Yeah.
Because
that's exactly how.
Exactly. Because even in the teams, not everybody has the same commitment, the same drive. So it's a huge part of individual mindset.
Yeah.
How much you reinforce that? You're a personal trainer. You're not a team trainer.
Yeah, for real.
So it's personal.
It does get personal.
It gets really personal. The more personal it gets, the more you can help your athletes, huh?
Exactly. You just try to tell them what you do in training is exactly what you should do outside of here. So if you're a great at what you do inside the gym or in training, then it should follow as long in the game, homework, just basic life.
In life.
Yeah. The way you train is the way you should play. So.
The same coach that I mentioned before used to tell me, if you get fast in the locker room, like to dress up, you're going to be fast on the field. So just get into the mentality to be fast, to be intense in everything you do.
Just the excitement, right? What did you say?
Excitement? Yeah, intense, fast. He meant not fast like speed, but intense. Like do it and do it and do it and move
you're
on.
Ready.
Keep going. You're ready for anything that comes. I think now that I think back, he was probably trying to just instill a mentality of a player.
That you think about it now, people don't realize it, like now that you said that, like it feel good putting on the socks, feel good, just lacing up the shorts, tucking in the shirt, putting on the boots, it feels great. It's go time.
One thing that you love about the game, one thing that you hate about the game.
One thing I love is scoring. One thing I hate is... What's one thing I hate? Probably girls who are dramatic.
Okay, yeah. Teammates, yeah, also of course.
Yeah.
And on the girls' side is probably a little bigger than on the boys' side, I guess.
Yeah.
And one thing that you love and one thing that you hate about training in general, and then training with Mike.
So training in general, one thing I hate, I don't really hate training.
Fitness day, those things, or you embrace
Okay,
that?
I do hate sprints.
Okay, there you go. I knew that was
yeah.
something.
So I hate sprints.
One thing you love.
One thing I love, just grinding it out. That's
Okay.
what I love.
So
Yeah.
I was just expecting scrimmage. I was scrimming all the time.
Oh, training like that.
I'm training like in that with your team.
Oh yeah, yeah. Playing those scrimmages would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Just playing.
I have some memories of scrimmages. They were just battles, and they were so much fun. Like playing seriously is the only way to play.
Serious, yeah. There's no exhibition.
I actually haven't scrimmaged in a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
So like I miss it
Of course,
so much.
Of course. One thing that you love, and one thing that let's say you don't like about training with Mike.
One thing I love is the environment here and the people, and one thing I hate is waking up early.
Waking up early.
Hey,
it makes sense.
Hey, I'll take that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
One thing that you, Mike, like about her training, and what you think you would improve about her training.
I mean, 10 years old, doing this kind of training, that takes a lot. That kind of inspired me to become a better trainer. Inspired me to give her more than what she's already doing at that young age. And I mean, one thing I could change is just maybe just help her mindset more than anything. I mean, 9 years, 8 years, I've seen her grow. So
Of course.
I've seen her grow into an athlete and an even better person.
Yeah.
So it's really lovely.
Let me ask you one thing. That's the thing that I tell the players that I've been training that long. You're driving, right, Tim?
Mhm.
Are you ever worried if she's a little late? Like you guys are training at 8, for example, and she's a little like 5 minutes late. There's she's late. What's going on? She's driving. You get
I got
worried?
used to it. I got used to it.
like an older brother.
Yeah, I got used to it. You know, I mean, as long as she just comes in and just trains hard, that's it. I mean, I don't mind the lateness at all. But maybe if it's like 2 hours, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm not there. You know? But other than that, I don't mind.
I usually let them know though.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
if I'm gonna be late.
Hey, I'm 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Because I would get worried sometimes because they're driving. You know, they just got their license. They're driving. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is
Street
true.
is great.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Tianna, what was the highest point of your young career, and what was the lowest point of your young career?
The highest point would be me getting to Arizona, like actually being in Arizona and training. And then my lowest point would be when
College, let's say.
yeah, when I sprained my ACL snowboarding. Just yeah, I was off for 6 months.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything, just had to rest. So that's one of those points.
You still worked out.
Still worked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, she
A
still
little
worked
bit.
out.
I think it was a good lesson, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I
It was
remember.
a good life lesson.
Yeah, I remember that.
Avoid snowboarding until you're
This
a
is-
college player.
Yeah, right before college.
Oh,
So
right
you-
before. Were you already
I
committed?
was committed
Oh.
already.
I don't know if it's good or bad before or after being committed, but it was not good
No.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. It can go either way. Depends on the coach.
No.
Yeah.
Was it just sprained? So thankfully nothing like
Yeah,
broken,
just-
nothing.
just
broken. So
sprained.
you had to just rehab and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. How was her mindset in that time?
Well, I could tell she was a little down.
Yeah.
You know, she's always active. She don't like to be, you know, not doing anything.
Yeah.
So, I think that's when I offered her. Did I give you the book? Or I give you the book way before that? Gave her a
I
book to
don't
read. I
know.
think it was. I don't know if it was during that time, but I mean, if she wasn't gonna do anything, you
I
might as
think
well
that
just train the
was.
mind.
It's right. It's true. It's true.
Train the mind. If you can't do anything, just train the mind, and then
Yeah.
just vision yourself coming back stronger.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so.
I think that was when you gave me the book.
There has been studied in different sports, but I'm sure that can apply to any sport. Of athletes, like you said, working on their visualization, and they took 2 groups. So one group just training. I think it was basketball with free kicks or like shooting, precision shooting. Group just training, group training and visualizing. the group training and visualizing improved their performance of 10%. Crazy. All top same level athletes, same level. So not just different, same level. Because it's been studied that just visualizing and yourself in that situation, and not just seeing yourself, but feeling what you're doing, and then feeling the ball and smelling the smell that you have around and everything, activates some muscle fibers. So you actually are training like a tiny bit percentage of your body, just feeling and seeing yourself. That's why when you dream, I mean, today I still dream about my games and kick.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel it.
Yeah.
It's real for me. It's real. So I'm kind of training that.
Yeah.
But if you use it to your advantage, you actually, during injuries time, now you can actually kind of train a little bit. Isn't it crazy?
No.
How our mind is.
I believe it, yeah.
How do you deal at the moment, how you have dealt in the past with doubts and fears? That's a big one.
With doubt and fear, it fuels me with anything.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. And usually if I have a feeling of doubt in myself or fear, I would tell Mike and he would fuel me too. He would tell me the things that I need to hear. Or even things that I don't want to hear, but it'll better myself either way. What else? Or I just listen to music, work out.
That's a great. That's two fantastic opposite reactions. One is I actually am completely into it and try to use it. The other one is just completely out of it. Just try to distract. So what works better? It depends on the situation?
It depends on the situation, yeah.
Do you find yourself picking which one to do? Music or just more? Or it just happened naturally?
Like a feeling, like you gotta feel it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like like
the stomach, the feeling in the belly, the stomach.
Yeah. So like I would come here and work out and get it out.
Exactly. So you might have a part, like she said, you feel it too when she has that.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
You can tell right away from probably her expression. How do you you follow her? What's her feeling in that moment? So if she needs to get it out, you just give her a good training. Or if she just wants to be out of it, you're just kind of let her go and just joke around and just forget about it.
I let her talk to me. I want to listen what she got to feel.
Okay.
And then, I just hear her out.
So
and then from there on, it's just like, she knows what to do already. We've very repetition already. So it's nothing new. And she knows how to get it out.
Yeah.
And then, we solve it.
So you let her lead and then you just follow.
Exactly. Yeah. I let her just talk, man.
Exactly. What's a story? It can be a personal story. It can be a story that you read, that you watched on TV, or whatever story that influenced your career as a player. Like it really changed something.
It would be.
Even not soccer related.
Yeah, it would be my grandma or my parents' story of coming to America from Cambodia, like the Khmer Rouge and everything. So they went through a lot of struggles getting here, growing up, and that's just like my inspiration for wanting to be the best in my career.
That's good. So that's one of the fuels, huh?
Yeah.
You as a player. Hey, to be the best, you have to kind of have tried the worst.
And Cambodians really don't really have like a good soccer team, right?
They don't.
Right?
Yeah,
the girls also not? The women's?
No. We're a third world country, so.
So it's not really developed. There are other problems. That's other than
be
soccer.
the first Cambodians to be on the women's
national team?
World Cup.
So we didn't really talk about. You just mentioned Arizona here and there. But what's your next chapter that unluckily we've been kind of delaying, waiting because of this current situation, this pandemic in 2020? What's your next chapter?
I'm hoping to start my college career in January, but after my college career, I would like to go overseas or play professionally somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas where? In Europe, you said?
Europe or Japan.
Japan. Oh,
Yeah.
Japan is huge too.
Yeah.
That's great. And since that's your next chapter, what do you dream about your next chapter? What can you see? Let's play that game that you played with Mike. What can you feel? What can you see? What do you daydream about your next chapter?
I envision myself in an arena.
I like that smile already.
In an arena, just so many fans playing for the club I play for, just loving the game.
Yeah. Well, it's been very good. It's a very good experience. It's like I thought. I see that connection that I strive every day to have with the players that I train. It's just good. It's just good to see it in somebody else. And how do you say thank you in Cambodian?
How do you say? Oh, akon.
Akon, Tianna.
Akon.
Thank you, Mike. See you soon. Hear
Ciao.
you soon. Thank you. Ciao.
Thank you. That was good.
It was fun, huh?
Good answer.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good answer.